What's going on, guys? Mike from FDT-TV here. Thanks very much for joining me. This is my West Brom versus Arsenal preview. Let's just jump straight into it. Thanks very much for tuning in, guys. As I said, this is the West Brom versus Arsenal preview. Just briefly talking about the game against Brighton the other day. It was a good victory. I thought Brighton did play very well in the fact they kept us out for a large portion of the games. Super sub, Alex Lacazette, come on, slotted it in the tiniest of portions at the near post. Phenomenal goal. Great to see the youth getting more chances, and I thought they did really well. But yes, as I said, we march on to the next game. We'll start the new year away against West Bromwich Albion. West Brom currently sitting in 19th, and we have finally moved up the table. We're now into 13th position. We've played West Brom quite a few times over the two clubs' history. So we've got 72 wins, 31 draws and 38 losses. Over the last 6 games, obviously just looking at different cup matches and Premier League matches, West Brom haven't been in the Premier League for that long, since being relegated back in 2017. So we've got 3 wins, 2 draws, 3 wins, 2 losses and 1 draw. Currently West Brom have got the worst defensive or the worst defence in the Premier League. Sam Allardyce has been brought in order to try and keep the club safe, and I think if he's backed in the January transfer market, there is a possibility that West Brom will be able to remain in the Premier League. We've seen him do it so many times. Ian was actually calling for Sam Allardyce to be given a chance at the Arsenal help a couple of weeks ago, just because we were in a bit of a rut and we couldn't seem to get out of it. But that ship has now sailed, so he's not in contention. And to be honest, I mean, I was one of the people that did actually state that I think they should give Mikel Arteta some time, and I'm glad they have so far. We've already started to see some players move out. Sead Kolasinac is now off to Schalke, so best of luck to him for the rest of the season. But I think West Brom could potentially be a banana skin game for us. And the reason I say that is in the last 3 games that Big Sam has been in charge for, they have lost 2 and drawn 1, and they drew 1 against Liverpool. Now, I think if you look at the way that we have been playing, granted we haven't really created that many chances, but we are starting to see some improvement. I think they are going to sit back and try and catch us on the counter-attack. I think we need to get back to the mindset that we were in against Chelsea, because we were fast, we were closing the ball down, passing it quite well, and we were having shots, which we haven't seen for a long while. Brighton, it did kind of dry up a little bit, but I think we need to go in with the mindset that we had at Chelsea. Start fast, get into a more comfortable position, and then potentially sit back and defend the goal. But the way that I think that we have seen Arsenal play for the last couple of months, or certainly this season, it's very slow to start off with, and then we kind of get into the game. So we've really turned into a second half team. But that being said, I'm really happy with the fact that we've got 2 wins out of the last 2 games, which is good. Just need to keep that momentum going. So I'm going to show you my team now. So as you can see, I've not really made any changes from my team selection that I had last week. I know the boss did actually go with El Neni in the midfield positions. I think Danny Tobias ended up coming on for Emil Smith Rowe, I believe, to fill in that number 10 position. But I do think we should start with Danny Tobias as well, because I think if we have him on the ball, we have started to see, as I said before, him starting to make some more passes. He's being a lot more proactive and wanting to get the ball forward. And if we go into the attacking formation, he can fall into the attacking 3 lineup and effectively make it a 4-1-4-1, and then drop back into the 2 holding midfielder positions whilst we're defending. There was, I think, a lack of creativity in the Brighton game, and I think that's where that's going to come. I'm not going to bash on Mohamed El Neni because I think he's been brilliant since he's come back to us. The only thing, or the only issue that I think he has, is that the players seem to be getting on top of him over the last couple of games, and I have seen just fairly recently that there was a bit of a bashing with one of the coaches as well. He has, I think, been a little bit defensive and trying to play the safe ball all the time, and certainly in the Brighton game there was a couple of chances where the ball was given away and could have cost us, but I give the guy a break. He's had a few good games, but definitely get Danny Ceballos in starting. We've got him in on loan. I think we should be using him. There's not really much else to say, to be honest. I mean, I thought the defence were very solid against Brighton. The attacking line didn't really make any chances, or didn't make many chances, should I say. Aubameyang was unlucky not to score. I don't know how it didn't go in, but yeah, that's the team I've gone for. If there's anything you do differently, please let me know in the comments. I'm just going to move on to the FIFA 21 prediction now, and I'll catch up with you guys with my conclusion at the end. So there we go, guys. FIFA's predicting a win. I'm predicting a win. I think it may be just after the Brighton game. Like I was talking to one of my mates, and I did say that we made hard work of that particular fixture. But in all seriousness, I think that was one of those mindsets where they are below us, and potentially we were going to score more than what we actually did. But looking at our previous fixtures, if that was the mentality, it was the wrong mentality. And I think coming into the game against Sam Allardyce's West Brom this weekend, what could also cause us a slip. Yes, they are kind of like the whipping boys of the Premier League at the moment, but I don't think it will be that way for much longer. So yes, I'm going to go for an Arsenal win. FIFA's predicted a win. Thanks very much for watching. If you have enjoyed it, please hit that like and subscribe button. If you haven't enjoyed it, please let me know why again in the comments section. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks guys, take care. Hi guys, thanks for watching. Please hit that like button and subscribe. See you next time.